Yo, what is going on, my friends? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a fun one. We're going to be breaking down and reacting Cole Bennett's new music video for Lil Skies. So just breaking down some of the credits. Song produced by Danny Wolf, directed, edited by Cole Bennett, 3D animation by Marco Mori, Kayo and Cole Bennett. Pretty sure that Marco Mori was the same person that collaborated with Cole on the Mixed Personalities video. If you check out Marco Mori on Instagram, he has some really cool stuff, and he's worked on some other music videos that I've talked about in other tutorials. Director of photography, Logan Mize. Check out him on Instagram as well. We actually have some projects working on that he directed and I helped edit. He's a good friend of mine. He creates some really cool stuff as well, so check him out. Executive produced by Sal Tarantino from the whole Lyrical Lemonade team. Before I do break down this video and we play it through together, I just want to give a little precursor to say that I actually had the privilege to help out on this set. It was my first experience ever being on a professional set, so it was actually really great to be able to go on and just see how everything works, learn all the terminology, learn all the different positions, and just the kind of flow of creating a video with this kind of a budget. I actually helped put together the set and move everything in, glue all the wallpaper onto the walls. Fun being able to see it from that point of view, as well as being able to sit back and just watch everyone do their thing. Shout out to Cole, he's a super nice guy in person. I was super happy to be able to meet him and the entire team as a whole. They're all very nice people, which I think just says a lot as to why they're so successful. Everyone was focusing on their specific job, working hard, but it's also at the same time like a chill environment and welcoming, so everyone's having fun with the process. So shout out to all of them. Let's go ahead and break this down. I want to talk more about my opinions with the video and just breaking it down from that perspective. But anyways, let's go ahead and play this video through. So we have this cool little intro here with the Lyrical Lemonade all printed out from paper. I think it's cool what Cole has been doing recently with the kind of mixing DIY different elements, as well as collaborating with these visual effects people for some of his past recent projects. I think that's really great for just improving the visuals as a whole, because for one, with the DIY stuff, you get that personalized kind of thing that's coming from the director, plus you can mix together different artists and ideas to help make a cool visual. So let's play this through. So we have some 3D things coming on, kind of mixed in with the DIYs. So those two elements mixed together I think is pretty cool in general. So I'm happy to see a video like this for a song like this, because this is the type of video that just has a unique kind of vibe with it, and I think it matches the vibe of the song pretty well. So I've talked about this a lot in a lot of my recent tutorials, like the ASAP Rocky Kids Turned Out Fine. I think I mentioned it in a lot of other tutorials that I worked on, but they use motion control in this video. What motion control essentially is are computerized camera movements. So you select the camera movement that you want, and then the motion control can move the camera in that specific sequence over and over and over. Essentially, this entire video is one long camera shot, but taken in different takes with the same exact camera movement, which is really cool because you're able to pull off a lot of really awesome things. So things like fading people in from different shots, lots of really cool wipe transitions to just kind of help with the transitioning of the set as a whole. Also going back to working with some of the visual effects, just have some interactiveness with the set, like creating fire on the stove, just little things that can kind of pique visual interest in my opinion. Got some cool cloning effects by taking two different shots, like I said, with the motion control. When you line it up, it's gonna look completely matched up and have continuity, and then tied together with just some cool floating objects fading in and out. I think that looks pretty cool. And like I said, using that kind of like signature masking wipe transition to just wipe away into the next set, I think that's a really great tool, especially for this type of video. You're able to just completely wipe in new sets, and you can use that transition over and over to just change it up, but at the same time with that motion control, it's just completely fluid and looks really cool. We got some more little DIY stuff, little cool animations going on in the TV here. He can just keep using that wipe transition to wipe away that scene, get some other cool stuff going on here with some extras, some more floating VFX. This one I really like a lot because it's interactive with the set again, with using the floor. It's a creative little visual effect, just probably using Cinema 4D to create some animated squares going up and down, and then of course using 3D camera tracking to be able to fully put these in and match up with the squares. I think he did a pretty good job at matching everything up and tracking this smooth. And then staying with the whole vibe of what you guys have been seeing previously throughout this video, we have some floating visual effects. You got the clones, and then transitioning into here, I think they did a great job at just really planning out each of these shots so that it does flow in a cool way, and they're having a lot of different interactivity that they can work off with in terms of post as they go through this. They did a good job at the frame blocking too, because whenever you're on set, I think it's kind of hard to visualize what is going to happen, but they did a good job at really placing him in the right spots where the camera, as it goes to each and every position that they chose with the motion control, it's going to be looking at something pretty cool. Raw just pop in and out shots here, which is pretty interesting. The thing I like about using just the quick pop in with this part instead of like the fading in, it's a little bit more in your face, as well as there's a lot going on around him, so it kind of just adds to that sense. Another wipe transition going through with the motion control just to bring him back into that center, sitting on the couch shot. Another cool little way of interacting with the set with using visual effects, creating some 3D little bugs or whatever that is running out from under the couch. And then we got some cool DIY visualizers here where he's taking the letters that he cut out and put it into the video to use as a cool little creative transition into the next line that we got going on. And I think that works pretty well with transitioning into this part of the song, because this is where the energy really picks up. We have that center performance shot again. Another thing you might not have noticed, this plant is a visual effect where it's actually growing, which is pretty cool, similar to the mixed personalities where all those plants are behind Kanye. So shout out to the visual effects people for doing that. Just cool little details like that, as well as again using the interactivity with the set to kind of tie this all together with a great ending. Whenever the camera pans down, they probably were just showing equipment at this point. They cut this part off with masking. They have a character hanging off the edge, falling off. So just cool little clever ways to use the interactivity with the set. They used a cool camera technique using the motion control to make it all flow perfectly together. And I think it was a great mix of DIY effects, 3D animation. So shout out to the entire team that worked on this. I think this one turned out great. Let me know in the comment section below what you want me to break down and react to next. Like I said, make sure you go in the description, follow everyone involved on Instagram and Twitter. They all did a great job. Also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Max Novak YouTube, on Instagram at _Max Novak. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one.